Hey guys, today we'll be making a kelp farm. It is mostly a beginner kelp farm. Costs like 3-2 million to make, depending on like the time of day and how much money you have and stuff. But let's get to building. So first you'll need some packed ice and some redstone materials, and also like a temporary block, or like any block really. You could use it on donut SMP and get some redstone to make a redstone clock actually. So let me get that real quick. Make sure to turn on the comparator, otherwise it won't work, and then make sure to do that. This is a voiceover, so I skipped like putting in one redstone. As you can see, you see the redstone on the right. I forgot to put one redstone in, so it didn't work in the video, but remember to put the redstone in. So I fixed it later on. So now you're gonna have to put in some observers. Make sure they're facing down, just like I'm doing. So like whenever the clock turns on, it will detect the redstone going on and off. So it will power these dispensers. Wait a second. It will power these dispensers that will drop bone meal in. And you just really wanna like put them in just like so, just like I'm doing. And just like putting it like so. Don't forget to order bone meal, not bones, not bone blocks. For this farm you will need bone meal. Now let's put packed ice on. Some water down just yet. Let's put hoppers in. You need a lot of hoppers for this farm though. Keep that in mind. Now you want to put one hopper facing down, and I'm stupid so I didn't do it. You want to put one hopper facing down, and then all of the other hoppers, just like so, have to like face into the first hopper. Now you will need to like put one on the side, so you could put chest and bone meal in. Just like so. Now let's get some pistons and place them down on all of the hoppers except the very last one on the left. Oops, I put an extra dispenser. I mean, piston. doesn't necessarily have to be wool. It could be deep slate, cobble deep slate, it could be anything in the world, Minecraft world, it could be anything, just any box. Now you want to get some slabs. Again, does not matter what slabs you get. It could be cherry oak, could be oak, could be spruce, could be some other one, but it doesn't really matter. Now you'll need to get some glass and cover up both the sides. Make sure to fully cover them up. Here I forgot to cover one up because that's where kelp is coming from, but then water would like go out of there, so you would ruin a lot of stuff. So don't do the same mistake as me. Now put chests on these hoppers right here, and then put hoppers behind the chests, and put extra chests on top of the hopper, and repeat. Now you're gonna want to do the exact same thing on the other side. Put bone meal in them, so I'm gonna do that now. Get some bone meal. Probably should order some bone meal and put them into the chest like so. Well, not like that, but like put in bone meal into the chest, into all of the chests actually. Repeat for the other side. And then over time, you should go into those dispensers. Just check in. So what you're gonna wanna do now is get some water and fill up these, like waterlog these slabs with water. I messed up, like, you should close it, so like, you will have on skate. Now you need to get some glowledge, and you want to put it right one like block before the water runs out, as you can see that I'm doing. Now you want to get some packed ice and extend it a little bit, like just like this. Now you need to go and get some smokers actually, and you want to place around 14, maybe 16 in a double line. Now just get some hoppers and put them facing into the smokers everywhere, like on the smokers. So now just put in hoppers facing into the smokers on both sides, just like I'm doing. Make sure to order some blaze rods as well, and order some bone meal. Now you need to go all the way to the back and put one facing into the back one, and all of them facing into the very, like the one that's facing into the back one. Now repeat the same thing for the other side. Now just place down the chest on the corner so kelp won't get stuck, and now get glass so you can make like edges so water won't spill. And just continue doing what I'm doing in the video. Now you want to get some more ice and do the same thing on the other side. So kelp, if all of the smokers are full, you can get kelp to loop around. To do the exact same thing as you did on the other side, and I'm just not gonna get you waiting on this one. Now it should look something like this, and you also want to get some iron bars. This will be changed in the schematic because kelp kept getting stuck on the iron bars. So if you want to, you can just skip this, or if you don't, it's like your preference if you want to skip it or not. But you could use glow lichen as well. You could use glow lichen like you did before in the actual farm. Now you want to waterlock this chest. This is very important. I am very sorry for this, but in order for the kelp to get through, I had to make the ice line one line instead of making it two lines, just like on the original side. You'll see it later in the video, and I'm very sorry about this. So just are too full. Now you want to add some chests which will be holding the blaze rods, and put in like the blaze rods all the way through all of the smokers. So you want to repeat just like I'm doing. And make sure they're all on all of the sides. Now, as I said, you should order some blaze rods and put them into all of the chests. And now we are going to be making the crafting system. Yay! Not really exciting, but we're gonna be making the crafting system which will make the dried kelp into dried kelp blocks. So first you wanna take 2 blocks down so you can like make hoppers, just like so. And then you wanna count all of them, and you wanna stop right at the middle. When you're, let me just count to the middle, and when you're at the middle like this, you wanna place down a hopper and go all the way to the other side and place down hoppers going into each other like that, and do the same for this side as well. Now you're gonna go here and do the same thing. Now you are gonna get squashed, but you can just pull out or like dig out like I'm doing. And yeah. Now you want to break these hoppers and get some crafters actually. And you wanna first make hoppers go like that, right? I don't know how to explain it. And then it would take, the hopper will take what's in that crafter and put it in those crafters, which will make those like top crafters only work when they have to, or when they need to actually, because otherwise they just won't work. And I'm an idiot. I thought I would like turn it on, I think, but now you just need to make the exact same redstone clock actually as you did there. So you just want to get a comparator. Make sure to turn it on. Make sure to turn the comparator on, otherwise this won't work. And you want to put redstone just like that and turn it on. As you can see, it's a clock, just a regular clock. You want to put it on top, then you want to get it going through until you hit the crafter below. You want to get any block actually, make it go up to that crafter and make the redstone like connect. And the exact same for this other one, but you don't really have to do that, because if you power that other one, it will power the second one, which I didn't really know. Alright, I'm back and I fixed it. And then here you will like have to make what we just made over here. So now it should end up something like this, just like you made in the other part, like in the other side. And you want to do the exact same thing. also make sure to connect the redstone like clock circuit to the actual, like to this side. So, oh my, bro, why did I just place water, bro? I just misclicked. Let me fix this up real quick. And then you wanna connect like the redstone to the actual like to the crafters, so they will get a redstone signal. Like that, and now they should be working. And let me just connect one up like that into here. I'm not sure if that's necessary, but yeah, just do it, just in case. Let me just patch this up real quick. Oh. Okay, so if you didn't notice what I was talking about in the beginning, this is what you want to do. This is how I built it in the beginning, so it didn't work, and I forgot to add redstone like on the both corners, and now it works. It should. Kelp already went in the smelters, so it works. You need to wait for the bone meal to go in. And this is a very crucial part. If you do not do this, then your pistons will not work. So you just want to put observers facing down and redstone on each one. And you want to add some blocks to the corners, doesn't really matter which ones. And you want to get some repeaters and put them like this on both sides. And now you just want to like connect all of the pistons, like just like I'm doing so, to the repeaters, and just add any block, doesn't matter which block. But now I was stupid here, so I just broke it and put in redstone, but it will still work. So now if I turn this on, it should. Now if we come over here, you should see the kelp. That was too slow. He already went in the smelter. As you can see the light from the smelters behind me. So it does work. It just went into the smelter way too quick, so I couldn't really show you guys. So now we're just gonna make a shock loader. Okay, so if I turn this on, you should see the kelp. Yup, it's working. And in creative, in like regular Minecraft, it doesn't really work because of how redstone works on .smp. .smp redstone works differently actually, if you guys didn't know, fun fact. And now you can see that in that crafter there was like 13 kelp blocks, dried kelp blocks I think. So if we turn this on, yup, it's crafting dried kelp blocks. So let me just collect this, and you want to go out, and you want to count the middle. I'm just gonna assume it actually. Well, actually now I'm gonna count it. Alright, so this is the middle. Let's make it one line so it's easier. And this is where you wanna stop. Alright, so now you wanna go over here. Fill up that hole actually, get some glow lichen and water. And then you're gonna want to put water over there and glow lichen over there, and water over there, and glow lichen just over there. Now you want to fill that up with any block. And now one block before the water ends, you want to put glow lichen, and repeat. One block before water ends. Now over here You want to do the same thing. Now you want to get soul sand, and that is because we're going to be making a elevator for the kelp to go up. So that is pretty cool, I guess. So let me just build up real quick. Shouldn't take that long. Yeah, you can pause the video here if you want. So just build up like so, and then break one block and block beneath it to put in ice. Right, and then you want to make like a road of ice like this, and then cover it up with glass, just like so. And on the top, so the kelp just doesn't blast out of the elevator. Now you want to expand it actually by a bit. Let's make it there real quick. Now you want to put in some hoppers. Just make a double chest real quick, and then you should put in a hopper going into that chest. Now let's just cover up, and cover the top side up as well. And you could build any shotgun loader you want. You could search up a tutorial, but I'm gonna free from this. So first you want to put in two chests, and then a hopper, and then a comparator on the hopper, and then any block, it doesn't really matter, any block like so on the comparator, and then a block of redstone right next to the block they just placed. Dispenser, just that dispenser, get one dispenser, and a dropper. You're going to put the dispenser facing upwards. Remember, dispenser facing upwards, not the dropper, and then the dropper facing into the dispenser. Now you're going to need some hoppers and make them face into the droppers. And I will actually extend this, but you want to put some chests or barrels, doesn't really matter. You want to expand it by one, and then you want to put some chests on top of it. And then now you want to get some sticky pistons. Sticky piston, so like that, and then let's say I'm just going to put a temporary block, and that's where your shulker is going to be. So you're going to get some hoppers, and you're going to put them into that, and then like just like so, and break it. Like break the very bottom one, and observer facing to the redstone dust, observer facing like that, and then observer facing down. So now you want to get some shulkers. Let me just check, it's a functional block. Functional. Just go find it. Just drop a ton. It's not gonna be that much, it's gonna be a bit. And you're always gonna have to put in like one of the shulkers by yourself, and then put like all of the other shulkers in the chest. Now when the shulker is full, the observer will break the shulker and the dispenser will put in another one. So that's it. Alright, so the shulker loader should work now. If it doesn't, just search up any tutorial on YouTube and then just copy that one. And this is the farm, so thank you for following along. The schematic will be in bio and it will be pretty different because I am pasting it from actual GerrnuMCs and not this created world. So wait, I need to do this real quick. I need to make the elevator so you guys can see. Make every block a source block, but you could do it by just like putting grown kelp all the way through. And now you need some good old glow lichen, 1 block before the water ends, new water, cover it up, and now everything should go in that chest. Oops, no redstone broken. Okay, this should be it. Check. Yeah, everything works. As you can see, kelp is going through, and I'll get a clip in a bit. So the water under, you wanna actually you wanna put glass on top of it. And thank you guys very much for watching this video till the end. Make sure to drop a like and a sub because I'm starting a small creator and this is one of my literally my first ever long form video. If you enjoyed this farm and this video, please drop a like, comment and a subscribe. Good luck. The schematic will be in Discord, which will be in bio. Bye.